Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's DanDan or Daniel, whatever is comfortable for you. Today we got some amazing sushi platter, but not just any platter, it's in a shape of a heart to show my love and thanks to all my 21,616 subscribers. That number could change by the time I upload this video, so I usually don't do this in my videos, but today I'm gonna be sharing my experience that I had throughout this week. And I just thought it would be important, and also it's kind of interesting. Since most of my audience are females, I just thought it could be a life lesson. But before I start, let's kind of dig in because I am hungry. Oh, look at that. Looks so good. I'm gonna start with the avocado roll because I love avocados. Oh my god, it's so good. You know what, let me just take a bite of everything. Mmm. So basically, state of Georgia selected me to participate in a jury trial, and I never done this before. And I saw the schedule. It's literally Monday through Friday, from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. It doesn't really end at 5 p.m. It sometimes goes around 6 p.m. and sometimes it goes around 7 p.m. So like, honestly, the first 2 days I hated it. Literally just sit there and just answer a bunch of questions from the lawyers. So starting from the third day of the week, so Wednesday, it started to get interesting because that's when the criminal case started, right? And this case is about rape, and yeah, so it's kind of serious, and I was kind of shocked. So basically what happened was the guy was an Uber driver, and he was accused of rape. Just eat more because I'm so hungry. Mmm. So good. Basically, this girl was at a club, right? For her friend's 21st birthday. And you know how 21 is legal age in America. So obviously they're gonna party, they're gonna drink, they're gonna have a great time. But I feel like this girl kind of drank a lot during the club, and by the time the club ended, her friends wanted to go to a different club and party more. So one of her friends kind of realized that she drank a little bit too much and she should go home. Called an Uber for her. And if you guys don't know what that is, it's basically a driver that comes to pick you up and goes to your destination. It's pretty safe because it gives you information about the driver, the license plate number. But what happened was, so good. This victim, the girl, got picked up by the Uber driver around 4:40, and they said that the club to her house is about 20 minutes. Actually got there at 5, which is 20 minutes. There's a gate, right? It's an apartment complex, and she forgot the code. I don't know, like I guess she was too drunk to remember. So there's like a pedestrian gate as well, and the Uber driver tried to open it like below, if that makes sense. I don't know how, but he went underneath and kind of opened it. He was walking him and helping her out. Like, she's really drunk. She couldn't properly walk, and she didn't purposely lean onto him, but she just like, she was wearing heels, and so she was like, and eventually he opened the car gate, and he brought the car into the complex. What the judge said was to have an open mind and to think as if they're both innocent, which was kind of hard, but I did my best. I see the evidence, right? Like, it's kind of clear to me that he's kind of guilty. I'm gonna tell you guys two point of view from the defendant and victim. So the defendant says she wanted the sex and she kind of like leaned onto him. She kind of tempted him to do so, and she told him to come to the back seat of the car, and she started engaging first. You know, at first I just thought, what kind of girl would just do that to a stranger, especially when he's 38 and an Uber driver, like a complete stranger. Like, I don't think any girl would do that, but I could be wrong. So from the girl's perspective, she says that she doesn't remember anything that happened to her. All she knows is that she just feels like she got harassed. Let's just say that what the defendant said was all true. It's still wrong for him to do that. And he was also working as an Uber driver. He was on a shift. So I see the evidence. It's a camera footage of them walking, like I said. The defendant also said that she didn't throw up at all. But in the footage, you can see that she did throw up. He had to help her throw up outside. Let me explain to you guys the definition of rape. It's basically when someone force you or you do not get a consent from the person to have a sexual intercourse. He basically said that he didn't force her, he didn't like hit her. One of the witness, which was a nurse, provided a photo of like a red mark on the back of her neck. Looks like a scar. And she also has like a bump on her forehead on the right side of her. And what I realized was that all the witnesses that came in to testify almost said the exact same thing. Like, it all matched up. What was really sad was the victim cry in front of all of us. That really hurt. I just can't imagine what she went through. And back to the throwing up part, I knew he was lying again because the mom, when the girl actually finally arrived in her apartment, she opened the door for her and she instantly smelled alcohol and vomit. She's obviously drunk. He was completely sober, guys. Just for your information, he was completely sober. A 38-year-old man just did that. And I just think that's still wrong. And there was also another witness. He was an officer, and he basically knew when someone is intoxicated or not. And the law enforcement officer also explained that there are two types of drunkenness: fragmented blackout and there are passing out. Passing out basically means you can't function, you don't know, you can't talk, you can't walk, you're just basically sleeping. But fragmented blackout is a little bit different. You can still talk, but your words are slurring, and you can still walk, but not perfectly. You're kind of stumbling, and in terms of your memory, like you can't remember some of the things that happened to you. They don't know if that memory will ever come back. The fragmented blackout is what the victim had, and what was weird to me was that, by the way, when all the Uber drivers, typically what they do when they reach your certain destination, they instantly just send you the confirmation email that the person safely arrived. They also give you like information about their vehicle, their license plate number, like I said earlier. So what he did was he waited 40 more minutes, which was really weird, and he terminated the ride. And his excuse was, well, I didn't want her to be charged more money. That doesn't even make sense. His excuse was so dumb, I was just shocked because he stays 20 minutes longer. I think he left at 6:17 p.m. And I told you earlier that they came at 5 a.m. I just voted guilty for him. He was just bad at lying, you know. He says she didn't throw up, she didn't get hurt, which she did, and he was also supposed to leave an hour earlier, but he stayed longer for some reason. Yeah, so I voted him as guilty. Comment below what you guys think. But what I said was basically the overall summary of the case. The sushi was amazing. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, the experience. Stay safe, and as always, stay hungry. Woo!